good? It's Bree here with Little Big Marketing. Just wanted to record this video as promised, going over your current online presence, what some of the competitors in the area are doing, and how we can help. So for starters, I went ahead and just Googled your business name. The first thing that comes up is Yelp, and obviously this does show a 3-star review out of 2 stars. I totally get it. Yelp reviews sometimes are insane, no worries, but potential clients may see that and may be discouraged. A Google business profile is not showing up, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So there's just some things we want to make sure. There's some other things here, although MapQuest doesn't have great ratings either, and that might be the same ratings. We'll have to see. There's some things on here, but definitely having a good website and a Google business profile with some excellent reviews is going to really help if someone was searching up your company. Now, if I do a Google search for plumbing company El Cajon, California, the first thing that comes up is going to be the Google guaranteed ads. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have heard of these before, if you've ever run them. These are fabulous. Highly recommend it. We run these for all of our clients. And these are the only type of pay per lead I've ever seen that I like. There's a lot of sites out there. I'm sure you're familiar with some of them, and they're kind of scammy. But this, for now, at least, is the best pay per lead I've ever seen. If no leads come in, you don't pay anything. If leads do come in, you pay per lead, and they're really cheap. And this is something we can help you with. It's a little bit of a pain just to go through the background check and some of that stuff, but great source of leads. Can't recommend it enough. Okay, moving on, we have the Google business profiles here. This is what I was saying. You need one of them. You may have one of them, and maybe it's just suspended. Either way, you'll definitely want one of these, and make sure you collect some reviews on it. Speaking of reviews, if we take a look at some of these guys have almost 4,000. These guys have 60, and these guys have, about 250. So you'll want to start by beating these guys out and then work on these guys, and then kind of like a long-term goal trying to catch up to them in terms of reviews. But for starters, we'll just want to focus on getting you up to 60 as quickly as possible. With that being said, the way you can get these profiles to show up is 1, by having one, 2, filling it out as much as possible. Name, address, phone number, services, photos, you can post to these. And this, again, is all stuff we can help with, but just explaining. And then 3, having your name, address, and phone number in as many relevant online directories as possible. These are things like Yelp and Yellow Pages. If all of that information on there is correct and it matches this profile, it's going to help this profile rank better. Underneath is the organics, and it's the same thing. You want to be in the top 3 so that the most amount of people are going to find you. Let's take a look at this first site here. You can see he's got keyword right in his name, which is very beneficial. So one of the things I want to go over will be keywords, but let's first take a look at his site. They've got a call to action, a little bit about what they do, more calls to action. Let's see about them, kind of why work with them, more calls to action, keywords, lots of keywords in their content. And keywords are things that someone would be searching for, kind of like how we just searched plumbing company in California. Okay, you can see they've got lots of keywords on here, lots of content too. Their services. This is a pretty good site. Testimonials, frequently asked questions, another call to action, and where they're located. Okay. It could be designed a little bit better. Some of the spacing and sizes are a little awkward to me, but overall, this is a pretty nice site, and we can tell, and the stock photos I would like to replace. But anyway, you can tell it's a nice site as well because it was first on Google. And there's a number of things that they're doing a really good job with. They've got a lot of content on their site. When we would build a site for you, we would want to have about a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage, and this is for 2 reasons. The first reason being is Google. They have these crawlers, they come through and they read the content. They try to figure out what areas you serve, what services you offer, etc. The more content you have on here, the more you're going to look like an expert in Google's eyes. The second reason is you want to beat out your competitors. So let's say they had 1,000 words. We want to have about 1,500 words and so on. And in that content, we want to have keywords. And keywords are the things like I was talking about that people are searching for. They've got a lot of keywords in their content. Right here. And they're doing a very good job. They've got a lot of content and a pretty good looking site with helpful, relevant information. So this is something that we would need to make sure we do a better job then. And I want to kind of show you the back end of the site as well. This is a paid program I use to research websites called Eros. I went ahead and put them into here so we can see what you're up against. The second thing I want to go over is UR and DR ratings. These numbers are really important to where you fall in the Google search results. This is essentially a trust rating with Google, and this is essentially a power rating with Google. One of the main ways you can raise these numbers is called a backlink. Essentially, all this is a link back from another website or a brand endorsement. If there's another website that's endorsing their brand with a link back to their website, that's a backlink. We're able to click on these, go through, see what ones they have, and attain those for your site as well. And then lastly, and most importantly, I want to show you the keywords. For example, we can see this plumber Cajon here. Approximately 150 people are searching for this per month. We've got another variation here, approximately 90. Plumbers, approximately 70. And you can see all of these keywords with all of this search volume. This is a lot. This is important. You want to be found for as many of these as possible because that means more people going to your website, more people calling you, and in turn, more clients landed. So when we do a site for you, it's going to be really important to pay attention to how much content is on the site, the keywords that are in the content. And once the site is built, then looking at the power of the site and making sure that we are working towards the competitors. Also the Google Business Profile and making sure we work towards those reviews. So hopefully this is helpful. When we chat later on today, we're kind of going to be going over these things and seeing what you guys do or don't have in mind and what your thoughts are. Thanks so much.